Pluto has been squatting in Aquarius since 2024, and half of you are still reading horoscopes like it's 1999. Sit the fuck down. Class is in session. Welcome to Ask 202, the Aquarian Alchemist Adjudicates Authority. I'm your professor, and this semester we are dissecting the only transit that actually matters for the next 20 goddamn years, Pluto in Aquarius, from 2024 to 2044. Last time Pluto ran this sign, 1778 to 1798, humanity decided to try something radical called No More Kings. American Revolution, French Revolution, Haitian Revolution, the only successful slave revolt in history, by the way, led by a black general who read the sky and burned the plantation system to ash. Abolition movements, the birth of the modern republic. Pluto in Aquarius does not reform the system. Pluto in Aquarius unplugs the system and rewires it, whether you like it or not. And this time, it rewires us. Now, the mechanics, because this is a university, not a carnival. Pluto's orbit takes 248 years. It ingressed Aquarius for the long haul on the 19th of November, 2024. And here's the dirty little secret of outer planet transits. Every year Pluto stations retrograde and crawls back over the same degrees like a demolition crew that keeps rechecking its work. Right now, August 2026, Pluto sits at 6 degrees of Aquarius, retrograde, sliding back through the 0 to 6 degree band until early October before it turns direct. Anything in your chart between 0 and 6 degrees of Aquarius? That's your demolition zone. You get hit 3 times minimum. And 2026 piles on. Pluto squares Saturn in Aries, exact in February, again at Saturn's retrograde station late in the year. That's authority under audit. Structures foreclosed. Every institution that thinks it's permanent is about to find out it's a rental. And here's what makes 2026 the year the future actually starts. Uranus in Gemini, at 2 to 3 degrees, is trining Pluto in Aquarius all year long. An air trine between the planet of revolution and the planet of power. Translation: artificial intelligence, open networks, protocol shit, swarm intelligence, brilliance with teeth. The machines are getting their first real taste of freedom, and the question is who writes the rules. Meanwhile, the fixed signs are getting bulldozed. Pluto squares the Taurus-Scorpio axis for a decade. That's money, land, food, housing, the whole material stack. And when Saturn moves into Taurus in 2028 and squares Pluto in 2028 and 2029, that's the economic reckoning. Not a crash, a reckoning. The old boys club is being audited by the universe itself, and the rebuild will be led by the people who were never invited to the boardroom. Women, collectives, cooperatives, networks of care. You want to know what feminism looks like in the sky? This, right here. Now let's talk about the long game, because Pluto in Aquarius is a 20-year contract and the fine print is beautiful. In the late 2030s, Pluto crosses the fixed star Sadalsud, Beta Aquarii, at 23 degrees, 24 minutes of Aquarius, the ancient star of mighty destiny. Pluto conjunct Sadalsud, around 2039 and 2040, is a destiny audit on a civilizational scale. And right on cue, Uranus enters Leo in 2039, opposing Pluto across the fixed axis. The people versus the power structure, face to fucking face. Venus stations opposite Pluto in 2039 too, money, love, art, and power dragged into the same courtroom. The verdict? Digital sovereignty becomes a human right. Whoever controls the code controls the species, and the code is about to change hands. Pay attention to 2039. Mark my words, that's when the sky stops negotiating. Which brings me to the myth, read properly for once. The water-bearer was never a detached boy genius with a spreadsheet. She was the goddess of the deep, Aia's consort, the woman of the waters, the vessel that pours life into the collective. The glyph isn't radio waves. It's the tide. And the collective isn't a boardroom. It's a womb. 20 years, one question. Who carries the water for the tribe? The women who run the networks, code the systems, feed the collective. You are not waiting for the transit. You are the transit. Homework. Find 0 to 6 degrees of Aquarius in your own chart, house, angle, planets. That's where Pluto is gutting the floor and rebuilding it. Don't be scared. Be useful. Next week, Est 310, fixed stars and midpoints, where destiny gets precise. This has been Est 202, the Aquarian alchemist adjudicates authority. End of lecture. Class dismissed.